What? The October 1st meeting of the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission is now called to order, and we will have the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Nash.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now have roll call led by Staff Liaison Francine Spriegel.
Please say here present when I call your name. Commissioner Byrd.
Present.
Commissioner Boyajian.
Here.
Commissioner Brousseau.
Here.
Commissioner Bryman.
Here.
Commissioner Cutler-Dye.
Here.
Commissioner Lederer.
Here.
Commissioner McGuigan.
Here.
Commissioner Nash.
Here.
Commissioner Owens.
Here.
Commissioner Sauté.
Here.
Commissioner Schooley.
Here.
Commissioner Shao.
Here.
Commissioner Walshaw.
Here.
Adult Commissioner Martinez.
Here.
And Adult Commissioner Petrus.
Here.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask Commissioner Cutler-Dye to introduce the public comment section of our meeting.
This is the time in our meeting when we invite members of the public to state their concerns about youth-related issues in our city or to present items for commission consideration. Are there any members of the public who would like to speak at this time? Okay.
My name is Dr. Samantha Tamburo, and I just came here today to tell you guys about some of the forums that are being held in our community in October. So on October 11th, we have what's being called the Empowered Seminar, which is held at COU with the Sheriff's Department, Engaged Psychological Services, and CLU, and Maureen Shea, who is a titled female boxer. We'll be talking about domestic violence and her experience in domestic violence and a relationship that she had when she was younger. There will also be someone from the FBI coming to talk about self-defense. And so the point of it is to learn about signs and patterns of abusive relationships, how to stop an attacker and avoid danger using self-defense techniques taught by an expert, and prevent escape a violent relationship using community resources. And that's going to be held at CLU October 11th from 12 to 4 in the Lundgren Event Center. And then right after that, on Wednesday, October 15th, there's going to be another drug forum, and that's going to be held at the Hillcrest Center above the Oaks. And that's a free event. It's Wednesday, October 15th from 6:30 to 9. And it's actually teens talking about prescription drug use and prescription drug use that leads to heroin use. And that's another free event to the community. It will be 2 teens talking about their struggle with drug use, and as well as some Sheriff's Department, as well as Los Robles personnel talking about the Sheriff's Department, what they're seeing within our community, and Los Robles Medical Center, what they're seeing come into their ER. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. And at this time, I'd also like to invite Commissioner Owens to introduce our guest speaker portion.
Yes, our guest speaker for tonight is Janice Wise. Janice Wise is the Public Relations and Development Director at the Southeast Ventura County YMCA. Janice is here tonight to share her own Y story and give us information about what the Y has to offer us, the youth of the Conejo Valley. In her role as Public Relations and Development Director, Janice does everything from raising money to planning events to sharing the mission of the Y with people in the community. So without further ado, here's Janice Wise to speak to us.
Thank you, Commissioners, for inviting me to speak to you tonight. So Katie told you my title at the Y now is Public Relations and Development Director, but I'd like to tell you a little bit about how I got there. I started at the Y as Membership Service Clerk, and the reason I started working at the Y was because they were building one across the street from my house. I didn't know anything about the Y. I didn't know anything about the mission of the Y. I knew that it was going to be across the street from my house. So I applied for a job there, and when I started working there, I also started teaching water fitness. I helped in the preschool. I became the program secretary, and then from there, I became the office manager and then the membership service clerk, membership service director. And then I moved over to the corporate office and became the assistant to the CEO, and now landed in this one, Public Relations and Development Director, which is the job I think I'll keep for a while because I really like it. It's a great job. So I'm telling you that because as I go through some of these things that I'm going to talk to you about tonight, I want to talk to you about job opportunities at the Y. So that's why I wanted to tell you my background. So the Y is different than a regular swim and gym because that's the place you can go to become fit for the rest of your life. And the reason I say that is because it's just different. We're not just focusing on having a really fit form. It's all about being healthy in spirit, mind, and body, all three. So when you make that connection in spirit, mind, and body, and you're living in balance, you can be fit for the rest of your life and level off that stress and just live a happier, better life just through being physically fit, mentally feeling stable, and just really being in harmony in all those ways. And part of the things that we do there is we promote a feeling of self-worth. So we use values-based programming at the Y. Does anyone know what the Y core values are? Any of you guys? No? Great. I'm going to teach you tonight. Yeah, go ahead, Courtney. You know them.
Respect, honesty, caring,
and responsibility.
Responsibility. I was close.
Very, very close. Good job. So it's respect, responsibility, honesty, and caring. And we use that framework in everything we do, not just our programs, but the way we conduct ourselves. So when you're thinking about a place to volunteer or a place to work, the Y is a really good place for that because everyone is going to treat you with those core values. Everything you do will be within that framework. And so it's just a really good way to be in your regular day, in your life. So we are a nonprofit organization, and that means that a lot of the money that we earn, the profits that we make, we give away, and we use to subsidize programs, and we use for financial assistance. So we do program subsidy, we do scholarships, and the Y is actually built for the community by the community. So there's an expression that we use around the Y that goes, if you've seen one Y, you've seen one Y. That's because every Y is different. Every Y is different because every community is different. So here in the city of Thousand Oaks, we're doing something really unique, and I know that a lot of you know about this. We're doing the Vision 2064 work. So I know that you guys know this because I saw a lot of you at the last meeting, right? How many of you were at the last meeting? Yeah, I saw most of you there. And what was great about that last meeting is so many of you were there and you were talking about the things that you need, the things that you want as teenagers, and what you want to see in the future for the city. And for me, I had my listening ears on, and I heard that the Y is actually meeting a lot of those needs now, but you guys don't know it. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to talk to you a little bit about that. So one of the things that you were talking about that you want are jobs. Who doesn't want a job, right? Jobs are good, yes. The Y does hire teenagers. We hire younger people to be swim teachers, and you can get training for that. We have teenagers who work in our babysitting, our on-site babysitting, and we have instructors and aides. We have teenagers teach dancing, music lessons. My son Luke actually has been teaching guitar there since he was 16 and a half. And so we are an employer of teenagers, and we are opening a new facility, the Triumphal Ymca. Hopefully some of you have heard of that. It's a great big project. It's in the city of Westlake, and it's in a partnership with the city of Westlake Village. And so we are opening this facility. We're going to be hiring probably 100 people, at least 100 people, I would think. It's going to be a 60,000 square foot facility, so it's going to be huge, and we're going to need a lot of employees. So when you're thinking about, gosh, I really need a job, where can I work? The Y is a great place to work. Not only is it fun, and there are a lot of young people, and we like to play games, and just we have a really good time at work. we also work within the framework of our core values, so it's just a good place to be. We also have internships. That was another thing that I heard that people were looking for. So we have internships, we have job shadowing. If there's a career in the nonprofit world that you are interested in, we are the people to contact. We have so many different things that we offer. We do childcare, we do all kinds of aquatics programs, we work with seniors, we work with babies, we teach babysitting classes. We just have such a myriad of things that would be of interest to your age group. We have volunteer opportunities that range from things that you can do on a regular basis, like working at our membership service desk, checking people in, just clerical things and things like that. But we also have tons of special events, and I gave you guys a flyer. We have our Goblin Gallop coming up on October 18th, and we need lots of volunteers for that. That's a really fun event, and it's in the afternoon. So, yes, thank you. Katie's holding up a flyer for us. The Goblin Gallop. Also working with the City of Westlake Village for that. And we do have a 1 mile fun trick-or-treat run, and part of that is handing out treats for the kids. So you get to see all the kids in their costumes and the adults who are forced into wearing costumes because their kids make them. So that's a really good time. So you guys were talking about volunteer opportunities. Like I said, we have plenty of those. And then I heard one of you, maybe it was UMax, was talking about artificial turf sports fields. We're building at the new YMCA. We're going to have 3 soccer fields and 3 baseball fields, all artificial turf, up at the top of that where that building is being built. And the soccer fields will also be multi-use for flag football, lacrosse. You play lacrosse, right? Is it?
Field hockey.
Field hockey. Okay, sorry. I didn't remember that, but I did remember that you wanted those artificial turf fields, and we're building them. So I know that's a huge community need, especially in the city of Westlake, where they really need a lot more field space. But that will alleviate a lot of the pressure on all of the sports fields when there are many more fields to be used. So, there's so much crossover with the different teams using the fields. So just wanted to let you know that that is coming. And then we have programs for teens. That was another thing that I heard that you guys wanted and needed. Not just competitive sports. We have more non-competitive sports. But we also have youth in government, which is the only program of its kind, and it's learning and through living the democratic process. And Courtney is very involved in youth in government. So would you mind telling them a little something about youth in government?
Sure, I can do that really quickly. So Youth in Government is a program that has 2,500 teen delegates from around the state of California who get to participate in conferences that are statewide, including one in Sacramento, where we get to take over the Capitol literally and use the state chambers for the legislature. We use the Supreme Court. We use the governor's office. We use everything in Sacramento and emulate the state government. And it's an amazing program, one that I has been one of the best programs that I've partaken in my high school career.
Yeah, and I hear that from so many students who are involved in youth in government. If this is something that you think you might be interested in, you can go and check it out. You can go to a meeting. They meet on Wednesday nights. 6 o'clock. Yep. And one of my sons is involved in that too. And when I say life-changing, I mean, he has just blossomed in this program that he can stand up in front of a crowd. He used to be a little bit shy, and now he's not at all, just so outgoing. But there's just so many different things that are involved in that program that I think there's something for everyone. And I just have seen firsthand the kids who start, and they just become so poised and graceful. It's just a wonderful program. So these are some of the things that the Y does. We meet the needs of the community. Through history, the Y has always found what the needs are in the community and tried to help meet those community needs. So obviously, we alone can't do everything, but we are such a great resource for you. So if something comes up, a problem comes up, whatever it is, you're looking for a job or trying to fix something that's on your campus or something else that's going on that's just stuck in your craw that you want to fix it, we're a resource for you. Think of us first. Call us. If we don't have the answer, we probably know somebody who does. So we want you guys to be thinking about the Y as your partner. We're here to help you. So we just want to be the ones that you call. So you guys have, I gave you our community benefit report, and that has contact information in it, and then you also have my contact information. So, you can always just call me and let me know if something's going on that you need help with, and one of our directors, if not me, will help you get to the answers. So this wouldn't be a Y presentation without a game. I had to have a little trivia game for you. So I gave you guys a little quiz. And did you have time to look at it yet? Of course you did, right? Has everybody looked at the quiz? Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the first one. The game of softball was originally called... Does anyone want to answer that?
Coconut ball.
No. Okay. Somebody else?
Girly ball?
No. I can't believe I'm stumping you guys. Okay, Katie.
Kitten ball.
Kitten ball. Okay, the name softball was first used by Walter Hackinson, a Denver YMCA official. In 1926, softball was originally called kitten ball. The YMCA helped to rename the sport, thank goodness. So we're all happy about that. All right, so the second question, the first vessel used for basketball was a...
Peach basket.
Peach basket. You nailed that one.
I knew
yes,
that one.
you did. Basketball was created at the YMCA, and the first basket for basketball was a peach basket. We're all very proud of the fact that basketball was created at the YMCA. Any Y person, any Y event that you go to, you'll pretty much always hear that. That's our big thing. Which one of these sports was not started at the YMCA? Yes.
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse was not started at the YMCA. Okay. And number 4, the first softball was actually a... Yes, Katie?
A bunch of socks tied together.
That is a great guess, but no. I made that up myself. Having 3 sons, that was an easy thing for me to make up. No, another answer? Yeah?
Is it a boxing glove tied up with twine?
Yes, it's a boxing glove tied up with twine. That was the first softball. Okay, and then my last question for you. Which of these national celebrations was founded at the Y? Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, or Earth Day?
Earth Day?
Nope. Yes?
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Sonora Smart Dodd took the idea of Father's Day to the Spokane, Washington YMCA, where they had a celebration in 1910. The Y, along with the church community, endorsed the idea and helped launch it into a nationally recognized celebration. So you're welcome, fathers. That was us, too. So once again, there's one more thing, of course, I have to tell you about the Y tonight, because I cannot talk about the Y without talking about aquatics. The Y did the first group swim lessons, and they were started in a campaign to teach every man and boy, sorry ladies, we were not learning how to swim back in the early 1900s, in North America to swim. That was the campaign, it was to teach every man and boy how to swim. So George Corson was teaching swimming lessons using these new methods where he was actually teaching a little bit on land, to get so that he could teach a large group at one time. And he actually did teach, in 4 weeks' time, he taught 800 people how to swim. And today the YMCA is still the number one organization in keeping people water safe. That's a big thing for the Y. Every single swim lesson has a water safety component to it. So that's a big thing for us. So he taught 800 people how to swim in a month's time. I have been working for 17 years, and I can barely teach my own children how to rinse off dinner plates. But you know what? We all have our strengths, don't we? So now you know why the Y. I think you know everything about the Y now. With such a rich history and success, we can help you be healthy in spirit, mind, and body, and we are hopefully the people you'll think of next when you've got anything that you want to talk about or problems that you want to solve. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any commissioner questions?
Yes.
So I run cross country at Thousand Oaks High School, so we have Coach Charlene Caldwell there.
Uh-huh.
And we use the Y for like sports rehabilitation.
That's great.
And I'm not really sure if other sports teams are aware that the Y has such great sports rehabilitation programs because, we utilize your massive pool for, pool workouts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's proved like an invaluable resource for our team. So I'm not sure if other teams are aware of that and, could use your resources in that way.
That's a great idea, and I think that I can be reaching out to more coaches and letting them know, because we like to partner with teams. They don't necessarily have to be members. We'll invite teams in, especially like during the rainy season, where they need to do some dry land workouts. We can do those at the gym too. So thank you for that comment. Was there another comment? Yes, Maxwell?
How long has the Thousand Oaks Y been there?
That's a good question. Tomorrow, we're having our 50th anniversary for the Thousand Oaks YMCA. That's the Conejo Valley YMCA. We're having a hoedown tomorrow to celebrate 50 years. And the Miller Family YMCA has been there since 2007. So that's it. We have two other branches in that association, the Triumphal Y, and that's the branch that we're building now, and the Simi Valley Y, and they are 30 years old.
Thank you. Any more comments or questions? Okay, well, I think you did a pretty good, thorough job, and I think we're definitely going to go to the Y with any community issues you want to solve. So thank you so much for coming and speaking for us tonight. Back to you, Commissioner Brousseau.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie, and thank you again for coming and speaking to us. Again, I think I'll see the Y in a little bit new light. And at this point, I'd like to turn over the meeting to Vice Chair Sauté for the next item on our agenda.
Thank you, Chair Brousseau. Item 7 is school and liaison reports. In addition to being an advisory body to City Council, the Youth Commission also appoints commissioners to act as liaisons to various youth organizations. Commissioner Bryman, will you please introduce item 7A, the ASG portion of our meeting?
The Youth Commission invites representatives from each of our local high schools and intermediate or middle schools to present information about school activities for the purpose of generating a feeling of community service. Our first representative speaker today is Spencer Wolshaw from Colina Middle School.
Hello, my name is Spencer Wolshaw, and I'm the president from Colina Middle School. As this is the first televised meeting, we'll report on all the events that happened from school to now. To start off the year, Colina had a Cougar Camp where the 8th graders held a welcoming camp to introduce the new 6th graders about the important information about middle school as well as to make them feel comfortable. Also, Colina ran an ASB charity sale to back to school night where 100% of the proceeds went to the Simi Valley Animal Rescue. Here's Skylar.
Hello, my name is Skylar Vines, and I am Colina's Vice President. Another recent event was our magazine drive, Colina's main fundraiser of the year. The fundraiser pays for our dances, spirit rallies, and other school events. Students have a chance to make a difference while enjoying fun activities relating to the drive. And just last Saturday, we celebrated 50 years of Colina by entering a float in the Thousand Oaks 50th year parade. Many students participated by walking in the parade. Finally, as Halloween approaches, Colina is busy preparing for our Halloween carnival, another way our school gives back to its students. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Cade Creason from Sequoia.
Hello, my name is Cade Creason, and I'm representing Sequoia Middle School. Starting off with this update, I'm going to be talking about the events that have recently happened at Sequoia Middle School at the beginning of this year. We had a great first impression with a lunchtime activity last Friday. It really helped the school spirit and got students connected with Sequoia. A current event that is happening this Friday is that we are having an activity where all the homeroom classes compete for points to be the top champion for Cody. An additional event that is in progress right now is monthly teacher gifts. This is how we show our appreciation for the teachers at Sequoia Middle School. An event that is coming up real soon is Sequoia's annual carnival on October 10th, next Friday. This is always tons of fun and a blast for Sequoia students. We will also have an outstanding haunted house that will be sure to give a scare to kids. We are continuing to put on new events to raise school spirit. And that concludes Sequoia Middle School's update. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Taylor Proto from Oaks.
Hi, I'm Taylor Proto, and I'm a sophomore at Oaks Christian High School. This past week was homecoming week at my school. The students had an awesome time dressing up for the Spirit Days, and each grade got points for participation, with the seniors coming out on top, followed by juniors, then sophomores and freshmen. Friday was our homecoming game, which we won 55-6. At halftime, we had the floats go on a tour of the field. The juniors won the float competition with the freshmen close behind. Saturday was our homecoming dance, which was a great success, and a lot of the students had a lot of fun. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Tian Yi from Westlake High School.
Hello, my name is Tian Yi, and I'm in 10th grade at Westlake High School. This month, there are a variety of activities that are available for anybody willing to go to at Westlake. The homecoming dance is on October 11th from 8 p.m. Saturday to midnight, which is Sunday, October 12th. On October 14th, Westlake's band will be having a concert in the Carpenter Theater from 7 to 10 p.m. for anyone willing to come. I believe the band concert is free of charge. On the 15th of October, Westlake will also be having a character counts breakfast at 8 a.m. during CPT, as well as a movie night event in the amphitheater from 6 to 10 p.m. of that night. There will be another movie night in the quad on the following Friday from 6 p.m. to 9:30 at night. On October 21st, Westlake's Chamber Orchestra will be having a recital in the Carpenter Family Theater from 7 to 9 p.m. This one, I do believe, does cost money to go to, unfortunately. The next day, Westlake will be hosting a selective college admissions workshop in the Carpenter Family Theater from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. On both Thursday the 23rd and Friday the 24th, choir will be having their concerts, which start at 7:30 p.m. and end at 10 p.m. These will cost money as well. That is the last major event of October, and that's all Westlake's doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up is Maya Menon from Newbury Park High School.
Hi, I'm Maya Menon, and I'm currently a junior at Newbury Park High School. On September 13th, Newbury Park hosted their annual homecoming dance. The theme was A Night at the Olympus, and it was a complete success because we actually almost sold out. This past weekend, Newbury Park entered into the Thousand Oaks Parade with special guest appearances by Newbury Park ASG, Newbury Park Dance Team, and Newbury Park Cheer, and it was a great way for the school to show off its school spirit as well as celebrate the 50th anniversary of Thousand Oaks. Coming up this next week, Newbury Park will begin our annual backpack drive, where students can donate their new and used backpacks, and they will be donated to the children of Casa Pacifica. And October 10th, Newbury Park will be hosting Dancing with the Stars Panthers, where people can come and watch the award-winning dance team compete with their partners to win the title of the Panther. And and so come and see that because it will be a great night. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you to those representatives who came out to make reports for your schools. We encourage all ASGs to send your representatives each month. Item number 7B is the Teen Center Advisory Committee. Will Teen Center Liaison Commissioner McGuigan please introduce this portion of the meeting?
All right, so this past month has been very busy at the Thousand Oaks Teen Center. Some of the activities we had were a back-to-school dance for 7th and 8th graders, over 50 classes, workshops, and programs in areas such as sports, computer science, music, dance, and many others. A concert featuring Dylan Gardner signed to Warner Brothers Records, and ships have sailed. Local high school bands Lithium and Paper also performed at the concert. In addition, we had a Magic Mountain excursion and a free math tutoring offered every Monday from 4 to 5:30. In addition, we had a pool tournament every Friday evening starting at 7 p.m. Ladin Hyundai Subaru has sponsored the tournament, and now the winners receive awesome prizes such as $100 gift cards to a local billiard shop. Some programs we have coming up for the next month include the Ventura County's 2014 Vocal Superstar Competition this Saturday, October 4th, starting at 6 p.m. Flash this little advertisement. And you can check out any of these flyers on the Thousand Oaks website. In addition, we have a Reign of Terror haunted house at the Jan's Marketplace, which will be starting this Saturday, October 4th, and will run through Saturday, November 1st. Reign of Terror was recently voted the best walk-through haunted house attraction in Southern California. There are over 70 bone-chilling rooms that you will not want to miss out. This is a great event, guys. Just not for like the people who are scared easily, not for the Francine Spriegels. Middle school soccer tournament where all five, we also had a middle school soccer tournament where all 5 middle schools compete against each other, and a middle school girls volleyball and boys basketball leagues. Hoko 2.0, which is a high school only dance put on by Nick Ortley, Josh Eady, and Susie Smith from Newbert Park High School. It's on Saturday, October 11th from 8 p.m. to midnight. In addition, we have a Halloween blacklight dance for 7th and 8th graders on Saturday, October 25th. And finally is our Mud Crazy Mud Run on Sunday, November 2nd at Dos Vientos Park. Local teens get a special registration rate, so call the Teen Center for more info. That event is also super fun. Get like a team of friends together and just go have a great time. And also, if you want to volunteer, it's even better to volunteer because you get to run the race for free at the end. So we have a bunch of other awesome stuff coming up as well. So for more information, please visit our website at www.thousandoaksteencenter.com or find us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner McGuigan. Commissioner Schooley, will you please introduce item 7C, the Thousand Oaks Library Teen Advisory League item on the agenda?
Thank you, Commissioner Sote. So I am a member of the Thousand Oaks Teen Advisory League, otherwise known as TOTAL. So first of all, I just want to start out by talking about the summer reading program. We had a ton of volunteers and over 5,000 participants who participated in the event this summer, and it was really a great event, and just thank you to everyone who helped out and everyone who participated. So some upcoming events we have for October. So first of all, 3D printing is now at your library. So come join us to find out how you can start making your own 3D designs with free tools across the web. Tulasi Ajina, director of Sandbox Computers, will show us how to use it, how it all works. And the new Thousand Oaks Library MakerBot 2X 3D printer will be debuted. So come Cubify, or also the Cubify Sense 3D scanner and Cube 3D printer will also be available for hands-on experience and exploration. All teens of middle and high school are welcome to join this event. It will be held on Thursday, October 16th at 7 p.m. in the Grant R. Brimhall Community Meeting Room. Next, the One City, One Book is hosting various programs based on the book Mary Collin by Marissa Silvers. So to learn more about those events, you can go to toaks.org/library, or you can also go to the One City, One Book webpage at research.tolibrary.org/OCOB. Also, the Thousand Oaks Library has updated their mobile site. I have a flyer for this. That's what this looks like. And if you guys want, you guys can pick one up on the way out at the table over there. So all programs available online from the Thousand Oaks Library you can now access from your mobile phone or your iPad or all your other fun devices. And also, they have updated all the electronic resources for homework and research. So for students, I also have a flyer on this. You can also pick this one up on your way out. This is just like an overview of all the resources that the library offers to teens, all for free, and it's all really cool. You can get homework help, tutors, study for SAT, ACT, you can learn to speak a new language, so many different kind of opportunities, all for free. And again, you can go to www.toaks.org/library to check those out. Thank you. Back to Commissioner Sote.
Thank you, Commissioners. I now turn the meeting back to Chair Brousseau.
It's now time for our project reports, and I'd like to start with Commissioner McGuigan, who's going to be talking about the therapeutic dance.
Okay, so this year's dance is on March 28th, and for those of you who don't know, the therapeutic dance is a prom-like experience for teens and adults with functional disabilities. Like the past dances, this will be held at the fabulous Thousand Oaks Teen Center, and at our next workshop meeting, we will vote on themes provided by feedback from the therapeutic unit so that we can get down to business on entertainment, decorations, and all the other fun little logistics. So once we have those, we'll report back to you. So that's all for now. Thanks.
Next up is Commissioner Lederer, who's going to be talking about the Youth Master Implementation Plan.
Thank you, Chair Brousseau. Hi, I'm Ryan Lederer, and I'm chairing the Youth Implementation this year. For those of you who don't know, the Youth Implementation Program is a really good way for youth in our community to get involved and really make a difference in the community. And this year, the implementation program is divided into 3 groups: the Drugs and Alcohol Committee, which is led by Commissioner Walshaw; the Recreational Committee, led by Commissioners Boyajian and Bryman; as well as the Environmental Committee, led by Commissioner Nash. Commissioner Walshaw would like to say something about the Drugs and Alcohol Subcommittee. So,
another reminder that there is a free event where teens will talk about prescription drug abuse and heroin abuse. It is on Wednesday, October 15th from 6:30 to 9 at the Hillcrest Center by the Oaks Mall. And if you would like to know any more information or have any questions, please feel free to call 805-494-8256. Again, that's 805-494-8256. Back to you, Commissioner Lederer.
Thank you. So the implementation program meets the second Wednesday of every month. It's usually at the community room in the library, but next week, which is October 8th, next Wednesday, we are meeting at the Oaks Room at the Civic Arts Plaza, so right around here. So show up to that and tell your friends to come. It's really a great way to be involved in the community. So once again, the second Wednesday of every month, next week, at the Oaks Room, next Wednesday the 8th at 6 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, 6 o'clock, so be there. Thank you.
All teens are welcome to that meeting, to our first meeting, and we'll be talking about what the program is, but essentially we're going to be working on those 3 issues in groups of teens. Anyone from middle school to high school is welcome, and we look forward to seeing you there. And next we have Commissioner Owen talking about public information, or speakers, excuse me.
We always have a public speaker at every meeting, just to speak about things that are related to the youth. Oh, and our next public speaker is, oh my, I actually forgot. I believe it is a representative from the Red Cross. Yes, I've forgotten her name, but she's a very nice person. So we will have a representative from the Red Cross speak next meeting, and that should be very exciting.
And now we have Commissioner Shao talking about public information.
Hi, everyone. This year in public information, we hope to continue to grow and expand our audience on all social media platforms. These different outlets include Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook primarily. On Twitter, our handle is @TOYouth. On Instagram, it's @ThousandOaksYC, and our Facebook page can be found just by typing Thousand Oaks Youth Commission on the Facebook search bar. This year, we're planning to use these platforms to stay in touch with local youth and spread news about events like the Therapeutic Dance, the Youth Recognition Awards, and various youth implementation meetings like Commissioner Ryan mentioned earlier. We soon plan on revamping our website also, by the way. We also hope to just in general get the word out more about what the Commission is and what it offers to the local community. And by the way, follow us. Thanks.
Commissioner Douglas, you're not done yet. Could you and Commissioner Byrd talk a little bit about the internship program?
Yes, we can. Again, hi. I'm Douglas.
I'm Kira. This year, we are co-chairs of the City Internship Program, also known as Community Internships Training Youth. We'd like to announce that November 6th in the Fred Calvi Theater, we'll be hosting a congratulatory ceremony to all who participated in last year's program. All interns from last year are invited to attend and be recognized with a plaque and our gratitude.
Now, let's say for a second you don't know what CITY is, or CITY for short actually is. Well, CITY, or Community Internships Training Youth, is a new program offered for 11th grade juniors to apply and receive internships through the city and through other organizations like the Chamber of Commerce and Conejo Valley Youth Employment Services. Internships are both paid and unpaid and are offered through various companies who hold amazing opportunities for different youth. These internships have actually had a great feedback. It'll be the second year it's running. And so they actually produce great interns, and also we have various things like this. So as Commissioner Schooley mentioned earlier, the Thousand Oaks Library had an intern that created a mobilized version of the website where you can do cool things. Let's see, where's the camera going? This way?
The other way. It's right there. Here's
Awesome.
the hint.
Okay, so basically you can do different things like checking your account, ebooks and research, and look at library programs in general. So this is just one example of how, in general, you can get an internship, and with that internship, do something helpful for the community. If you want to stay up to date on different events concerning this program, on application dates, and also just updates in general, totally follow our Twitter, again, at TO Youth, our Instagram, at Thousand Oaks YC, or just look us up on Facebook. Thanks.
And with that, we have Commissioner comments. And that'll be Commissioner Bryman, or Boyajian, excuse me.
All right, so this is the portion in our meeting where any commissioners may state anything that they have to offer, where there will be no action taken upon by the commission. So at this time, are there any commissioner comments? Okay. Commissioner Bryman?
Hi, I would just like to remind everyone to not forget to submit the 2015 application for the Student Awards Show hosted by the Westlake Village Art Guild. All applicants should be a high school junior or senior, and the deadline for applications is February 21st. So once again, don't forget to submit your applications.
Thank you. Commissioner Owens?
I would just like to advertise for the city's 50th anniversary celebration. I know there was a fantastic parade last weekend, but this is a more formal celebration on Tuesday, October 7th. It will be at the Thousand Oaks Civic Arts Plaza in the Cavly Theater. From 6 to 8 p.m., and we invite all you to join and celebrate the city's 50th anniversary.
Thank you. Commissioner Byrd?
Oh, everyone who likes food, come out on October 12th. It's a Sunday, and the Oaks Christian Performing Arts Society is having a food festival where they have food trucks come out, and they're having some great performers, including myself, to come out and perform. And so everyone who doesn't like food, so everyone should come out and support arts. Thank you. October 12th. It's a Sunday.
Thank you, Commissioner. Are there any... Oh, go ahead.
So for those of you who aren't aware, last Saturday, was it? At the city's 50th anniversary celebration, we actually set a new world record for the world's largest Lego chain. It was previously 500 meters, and we shattered that record and got 900 meters. We weren't really told that we'd beaten it by like 400 meters until like way later in the day. It was a great event to volunteer at, and all the money that was raised from it is going to build a some sort of
special needs.
Yeah, special needs playground. And so I just wanted to stress it was a great event, and we had a new world record for the city, so that's pretty cool.
Thank you. And are there any other commissioner comments? Okay, I actually have one. This was spoken about earlier in the meeting, but I just wanted to remind everyone that the Empowered Take Charge for Your Women Health and Safety Free Women's event at CLU, the event center by the pool and football stadium on Saturday, October 11th. It's from 12 to 4. There will be a award-winning champion, Maureen Shea, coming to talk about her experience with boxing and how to
avoid danger with self-defense and other protection from violent relationships. So here's a flyer for all of you. If you have any more questions and you want to register, please go to www.empoweredwomen.eventbrite.com. Space is limited, so please register soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Borage. Just a few last things before we adjourn the meeting. I'd like to again thank all of our representatives who came out from our schools to speak to us tonight. We encourage you to come back, and we encourage anyone from schools that weren't represented here tonight to come out and talk to us about what's going on at their school. If you would like any information about the Youth Commission or have any questions about the agenda items discussed tonight, please call 805-381-7362 or email our liaison at youthcommission@toaks.org. And make sure to like the Thousand Oaks Youth Commission on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Again, it's at TO Youth on Twitter and at Thousand Oaks YC on Instagram. And lastly, be sure to come out to our implementation meeting next Wednesday here at the Civic Arts Plaza in the Oak Room at 6 p.m. to become a part of that amazing program and help make a difference in the community for youth. And with no further business to come before the commission tonight, the meeting is adjourned until our next regular meeting at 7:16 p.m.